Hey guys, Hot2Zero here, making a short, well, not really short video. This is Command & Conquer, Kane's Wrath, one of my favorite games to play. I'm actually going to switch to my perspective here. I've been playing this game since it came out, I believe '09 or '08, one of those 2 years. I don't exactly remember the day of time it came out. I played it online a lot when I was a bit younger. Actually, it was one of my favorite games to play online, and I actually did pretty decently. I don't... Ironically, I don't remember what my online handle was, because that was, well... If I said '08, '09, I think you guys can kind of do the math for when I last played, or when I was playing online. I stopped playing online probably around 2011, 2012, since, I don't know, just kind of stopped. And my handle has changed dramatically over the past few years, so I don't remember what it used to be. Nonetheless, so this is a very RTS-y game, so as you can see, I've just sent out a resource gatherer to get all this stuff. For those of you who know this, you're gonna be bored for the next few minutes while I explain the quick few minutes of this game. Very RTS-y, so you gotta build an army and take out the other 3 enemies. This is a... Did I make this a 3v? Huh. Okay, so I was playing outnumbered. Okay. So I was playing a 3v2 here, by the looks of it. So, like I said, I normally play online, or when I used to play online, so these are bots, unfortunately. So, before anyone gets on me about not playing online for this kind of gameplay, it's not that I don't want to, it's more of I can't. My ISP literally says, no, you can't play it, because the Command & Conquer, particularly the Command & Conquer Kane's Wrath series, relies on a port to be functional, and my ISP blocks it. So, unfortunately, I cannot play online at the current moment. I know that there is a workaround that the community-based servers are trying to get through to do that. So, as you can see, I just sent this resource gatherer to collect the blue. Blue is worth more than green, so I'm going to get a lot of money out of that right off the bat. And I might as well do that right off the bat, too. My ally has sent a tank over there. Not really sure what he's doing. He took that out, though. So, I think that was a scouting unit. He just decided to snipe that out, so... This is my first time doing like a commentary for this. I don't usually do commentaries, but they're actually sometimes fun to do, especially when you cover a game that's pretty intense. Now, I'm assuming since I did a 3v1 or 3v2 on this, that I'll be able to get away with it. Oh, there are crates. I have crates online too. Dang, I had a lot of things on that I was not aware of. So, but yeah, I played this game quite a lot. I've got, let's see, it looks like 4 harvesters right now and 2. So I've got a 2.0 harvester refinery ratio. That's actually pretty decent. That's usually what you want to have, roughly around a 2.0, if not a 1.5. That's usually pretty good. So, let's see. I think I'm starting to build up a scouting force here. Yep, I am. I usually attack faster, but I know since it's a 3v2, I need to get resources as quickly as possible, so I'm not attacking as quickly as I usually do. Usually I could take out an enemy in about 6, particularly AI, I should say. I could take out a brutal AI in like, I want to say 6 to 8 minutes. So, generally that's what I do, but looks like, oh, he cleaned up something over there. So, but nonetheless, I'm taking it a little slow since I know we are outnumbered 3 to 2 here. And I think I'm starting to scout this area out and check and see if it's notable for expansion, but I think I'm going to go for the blue field. Actually, I'm just using these guys to get to blue field right now. And you can start to see my little resources here is actually starting to go and stabilize, despite me actually going pretty nuts on... Oh, I'm building a second MCV. So, that'll be some pretty crazy stuff to do. There we go. Did I just cancel the MCV? No, I did not. Okay, so as you can see, I'm starting to kind of figure out where my routes are, in terms of where I can move my forces around and do everything I need to. I think what I'm going to do, since I don't like them having this, is I'm going to probably detonate that eventually. I don't know if I do that in this game or not. That's usually what I do when I'm playing against enemies. I usually don't let them have this, because there's no way I'm going to hold, especially outnumbered. But I know I can easily get a hold of that, and or at least shut it down. Looks like my green ally is actually starting to put some pressure on yellow over here, but I don't think he's going to hold, considering how... Well, we are outnumbered, so it's not going to do very good for him to push that hard. Looks like he is pulling back. He does have a decent amount of units, though. Ah, there's a tank here. Ah, wow, he's got a lot of stuff already. I'm going heavy resource, though, so I'll be able to rush when I get my forces out. And it looks like I'm making a front line here with these guys. Actually, I do that a lot when I know I can get away with it. Yeah, he's losing now. He's getting cleaned up. He might be fine with this, but I think because he's got enough militants... Oh, no, he's sitting them back. No, they're just dying in the blue field. AI, you are lovely. So, okay, yep, I'm starting to build up a front here on this side so I can wall it off and have control of this blue field and the green field in this corner. I want to have access to both of those so I can have the resources from them. I might be able to actually keep this spike over here. I think I'm actually going to send them over here to check that. And they haven't taken it yet, so I got lucky there. So as you can see, I got defenses out, basic defenses, just to kind of give me some time, get some use of it. Yeah, he is getting cleaned up here now. He is getting cleaned up. Now they're having a rocket fight. That's productive. That's not good to see. I think I didn't see this originally. And I think they actually go to their base before I even see it, and I think they get crippled. So, as you guys know, as most people can guess with team games, if you are outnumbered, like if your ally falls, why are you just running them through the tip field? Blue kills faster than green. These fields are very, very extremely deadly to infantry. That's why they're dying off walking through that. I generally try to avoid infantry since I know that's a vulnerability of theirs. So that's something I do. I'm not sure how. Okay, yeah, that's not that happened, right? Those guys are from there. So, as you can see, green's getting... this guy is like holding on for... Up there he goes. He's going for dear... He's holding on for dear life. Now, I'm actually out of money right now, but as you can see, the benefits of having a good economy right off the bat, I got a pretty strong oppositional force here to work with. Actually, one that's... And it's still growing since I've got a decent amount of income coming in and constantly going in. I've actually got another 2.0 ratio over here with the blue field, which... That is incredible. I think I have a 1... Okay, I've got a 1.0 here in the green, which is fine, since I'm not too concerned about it. So I think I'm pushing these guys here to put some pressure on red here. Since red's been pretty laid back, this is where I think I noticed I've got two Skrin teams. Skrin's usually fine, but as an AI, they're usually a little tougher than the standard unit, or standard factions. So I have to deal with them quickly. So I'm just going in here and wrecking everything that they own. This is huge for them. I'm surprised they don't do anything about this as an AI. Looks like they've got a defense, but that's nothing for armor. So this is where it's going to start to hurt them pretty badly. Since, oh, there they go. They sent something to attack. Oh yeah, then I send these guys to retaliate against them. Oh, there's the attack forces. I start to quickly realize this is a bad idea. But I used the cloaking field there to try to kill off some of the infantry, and then I pulled back quickly. I think I lost most of my venoms in that fight. I send a lot of my tanks forward to do some damage, but then I start to realize they've got Devastator warships here, which is something that's pretty crazy to deal with. So I'm pushing flame tanks as well as some additional scorpion tanks. I've got some venoms building so I can counter these guys quickly. I've got a lot of tanks here, so the tank presence is pretty dangerous, but they've got a lot of disintegrators, plus they've got the upgraded... advanced articulators make them go very, very, very fast. But I think the Devastator warships are actually killing off them entirely. So I've just now arrived with the rest of my venoms. That air defense, I did not notice that for a while. So here I'm looking for the Devastator warships, and I'm actually going to take them out with the venoms. This guy is just not moving. I don't know why I don't have him controlled. He is going towards my base, which isn't good, but I think as soon as I clean him up, I actually see that and tail him, maybe? Nope, I don't see that. I'm actually just aggroing with him. I wonder how long it'll be before I realize that this guy's actually attacking my base. But as you can see, I'm really starting to benefit off here with this just massive push. Red is slowly falling apart. As you can see over here, though, yellow is starting to assault green here, and oh, there are some planetary assault carriers, or what me and my friends like to call pack carriers, or Pac-Mans. Not really the actual Pac-Man, don't take that too seriously. But you guys can kind of see we're having some issues with being outnumbered. I think green is actually... Just look at that slow crawl. It's a lot of infantry, so I don't think it's going to be too concerning, but it's the Pac-Mans... Oh, they're down. Actually, they got cleaned up. So, I'm slowly starting to take out red as... looks like he's got a thunderstorm generator. He just popped down and got lost. So... As you can see, I really pretty much have my assault down to 3 things. I've got scorpion tanks for ground attack, I've got venoms to counter air units, and I've got my lovely flame tanks to take out the buildings, which they're doing superfluously so far. So, I'm trying. These guys have to have been hitting pretty hard. They are, ooh, I think I see them building this, and I immediately go to attack it. as soon as, let me see if I can notice. When do I notice that? As soon as I notice that happening, I tell everybody. Well, maybe not. I thought I would tell them they'll do that. Oh, nope. They were attacking it, so yeah. They quickly took that out quickly. I think it's because they're an aggressive. No, they're not. Why was I making them attack? I must have had them on, maybe, I must have probably had them on the waypoint mode, so they were attacking that and then moving on their way. So, again, I start to see those hitting again, so I realize I need to get my Venoms back over there. And they're attacking that now, which is great. You can't see the exact commands I'm making. This is probably very snappy for you guys. I'm actually going to switch back to free roam, as it's easier for you guys on the eyes, probably. So, as you can see, Red has fallen pretty hard. These guys are idle for some reason. He is a heroic rank, or star rank, as I like to call him. So he's pretty dangerous. This one, you sneeze on him, he explodes. So that'd be pretty funny to watch. As you can see, it's just slowly starting to fall apart here, but it looks like, well, looks like they're holding. I'm actually surprised they're holding, especially against 2 AI. I've been dealing with Red, but I guess it's been pretty easy to deal with them. So, AI isn't necessarily the smartest thing to deal with, especially since they don't really think as a team, they think more individually. So, a lot of the stuff, a lot of my plays here are actually pretty bad for the players, but I know I can get away with it because it's AI. So, that's one reason I'm a little slow on attacking, but as you can see, I'm just starting to clean up this area, and I think I'm just continuing to mass produce everything I can right now. I've got an NG and a black handout, so I must be building. Yep, there he is. This is the ultimate unit that Nod has, for those of you who aren't familiar with Kane's Wrath. It's actually one of my favorite units to make, and combine with these two units. You can garrison infantry unit to permanently upgrade it, as you can see there on the dialogue box. So I've got these two ready, these two units set groups ready to go, and they're going to go in there and fill him up. But it looks like now I'm just looking around and seeing what's left of Red, if there's anything left of him to begin with. My Venoms are going over to cause some more havoc. There they go. I've got a massive army of Venoms. Venoms, since I know that I need to have that. They are... Okay, now I'm making my big push. I don't know if I'm going to counter this Devastator quickly, since I have all these Venoms. Oh, there they go. So I see that with the Venoms, then the Venoms clean him up quickly, and now these guys have no defenses, so you can kind of see how that works out well for me. So, it looks like Green is starting to try and make a push again. Man, he has been getting beaten back by... Oh, no, he's not. He's actually got a push. It's just a stupid push. That's a lot of infantry, and there go like half of them. Because of a bombing run. That was great. So, let's see. Am I still wiping this out? I don't know what I'm doing at the current moment. Let me see here. I think I'm just continuing to mass produce tier 1 and tier 2. Normally I would tech up at this late of game, but I know since, not too concerned. Oh, this was funny. There is an enemy outpost right here, so it must have snuck through this route right here to get there. And ooh, there's an avatar. He's not attacking though. I'm not sure what he's doing. So AI can be one of those you don't know what they're gonna do things, which is probably the best part about them. In all honesty. So. Alright, so it looks like I'm cleaning up light blue here. Light blue's gonna be done pretty soon. I think I just cleaned up yellow's outpost over here. No, green did. That's actually convenient. So, I don't remember what I'm doing with this. Why did I leave that there is my big question. It's low powered, so I guess there's no point to actually using it. Am I going to capture it? Oh, no, he's stuff over there. Leave him over there. So yeah, normally I would tech up, but since I've got such a large force of tier 1 and tier 2 units, I just said, you know, I might be able to simply just finish them off with what I have. And just look at this army. They're all cluttered up, so if there was a GDI player, I'd be having a bad day with that. But man, these guys just got pummeled quickly. I'm glad that my AI was actually able to hold. I did not think he'd be able to hold, especially being outnumbered. But he did a good job there, despite it being an AI. So I'm just gonna go over here quickly and mop up the rest of the... He's still got infantry over there. That's fantastic. So quickly cleaning up and mopping up the rest of yellow, and I think that afterwards that's really just the end of it all. I don't know why I left this super weapon standing. Am I gonna go capture it, or is the... I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing with it. So as you can see, yellow's getting cleaned up very, very, very quickly. He's got 2 power plants left by the looks of it, and I think that's everything. yeah, that looks like that was about everything. I just gotta kill off the thing over here, and then I missed a few buildings of red. You know, something I do very commonly. The one downside of the AI is they don't sell off their buildings when they know they've lost. So really, there's no point to keep. No, okay, that just cleaned it off. So there goes 2 teams, and it's just really just red at this point, which I think I'm just investigating here, and I find it right here with these. So I quickly take these out. I'm sending everything I have left at this point. Just look at this. Look at the map right here, especially with all of them here. And that was the end of all of them. So hope you guys enjoyed these video series. I know it's AI, not necessarily the most interesting videos to watch, especially since AI can be predictable at times, but they can lead to some fun moments. So, but anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and feel free to like, favorite, subscribe, do whatever you guys do on YouTube, and I will see you guys in the next video or stream that I make. Until then, I will see you later.